Once again, heat one of our invite. Dalton Conrad on the pole. Brent Riley in the number 2 slot. Mason Herrick, a former winner, in the number 3 spot. Rico Carstens in the 4th spot. Owen Vanderbeek lining up 5th. And former winner Nick Gibson in the number 6 spot. Mason is our defending champion. I got 3 of my drivers up on the stand. I need racers from Heat 3, Joe Duffy, Dave Alberico, James Nelson, Mitchell Gardner, Mac Vanderbeek, and Noah Hicklin in the marshal spots, please. Who am I missing from check-in here? I got Dalton, Nick, Mason, Brent. So we're looking for Rico and Owen. Rico, just go up there? Oh, okay, I missed you. All right. Oh, hey, we did, but let's do it again just to be there. Okay. All right. As they do final track prep, blow it off for the last time, I'm going to hand the microphone over to our guest announcer, Mr. Mike Garrison.
All right, let's get all those drivers back out to turn marshal from heat number 3. It's going to be Joe Duffy, David Alberico, James Nelson, Mitchell Gardner, Mac Vanderbeek, and Noah Hicklin. All right, we'll get our turn marshals out there from heat number 3. Let these drivers get a few laps to warm up in. This is heat number 1, Mod 2-wheel drive buggy invite round 1 here at the 2024 JConcepts Winter Invitational. Starting order in this one's going to be Dalton Conrad starting on the number 1 spot. Brent Riley on the 2. Mason Herrick on the 3. Rico Carstens on the 4. Owen Vanderbeek in the 5. And Nick Gibson in the 6. Watch the double-double. It's clear. Looks like everybody's checked in. Let's go ahead and close the straightaway down. Straightaway's closed. Let's start lining them up here. Heat number 1, Mod 2-wheel invite round 1. 3 heats for round 1. Once again, it's going to be Dalton Conrad starting in the number 1 spot. Brent Riley starting on the 2 spot. Mason Herrick on the 3 spot. Rico Carstens 4th. Owen Vanderbeek 5th. And Nick Gibson starting in the 6th spot. 2 previous invite winners in this heat. A stacked heat of drivers here in this one. Looks like we've got all of our turn marshals. We have Chuck, our referee, going to be looking for a restart here on this one. All right, marshals ready. Drivers, clean start at the sound of the tone. Off and underway. Conrad going to be leading us out here in this one on the right side. Back over the triple they go. Conrad out front. Mason Herrick jumping up into the, oh, trouble with the bolt turn there for Herrick. That's going to allow Rico Carstens up to the number 2 spot. Vanderbeek up to the 3. Gibson into the 4 now. Back around to the front side. Gibson all over the back door. Vanderbeek Third, fourth, and fifth right there together. Oh, mistake for your race leader. Rico Karstens now taking over the number 1 spot. The team associated JConcepts diver, the green and yellow down the front stretch he goes. Karstens onto the right side. Gibson all the way up to second from last on the grid. Vanderbeek in the number 3 spot. Herrick right there behind him in the 4 spot. Back through the double-double. Look for Herrick here trying to dive to the inside on Vanderbeek. Not going to be able to make. Oh, trouble for Karstens. Gibson to the front now. Vanderbeek in the number 2 spot. Herrick in the 3. Karstens in the 4. Nick Gibson going to stretch out a little bit of a lead early on here. This one a mistake from Vanderbeek. Herrick up to the number 2 spot. First and second, both previous invite winners in previous years. Gibson over the back triple. He goes the orange and white. Oh, trouble for Herrick somewhere. That's going to drop him back in the field. Karstens back up to second now. Vanderbeek up into third. Brent Riley up into the 4 spot. Herrick in the 5 spot. Dalton Conrad in the 6 spot. Nick Gibson right now out to a 4.9 second lead. A good start here in round 1 for him. Karstens, fantastic run right now. He started 4th on the grid. Oh, comes up short on the double. That's going to allow Owen Vanderbeek back up to the number 2 spot. Brent Riley. Riley up into that number 3 spot, chasing down Vanderbeek. He's got Karstens and Herrick behind him. Up and back over the back triple they go. Second, third, fourth, and fifth. Vanderbeek in the purple and yellow coming down the front stretch. Riley right there behind him in the 3 spot. Karstens in the 4. Herrick still in the 5. Oh, trouble for Vanderbeek. Brent Riley now up into the number 2 spot here in this one. Here comes, and Herrick up into the 3 spot now. Trouble for Karstens on the double section. Coming out of the bowl turn. That's going to move once again. Brent Riley up to the number 2 spot. Mason Herrick in the 3 spot. Owen Vanderbeek in the 4 spot. Karstens and Conrad, your running order. Nick Gibson out front with an 8-second lead here in round 1, heat 1. That battle for second and third. Onto the back triple they go. Brent Riley. Oh, Riley clips the inside pipe. Herrick gets in the back of him. Both drivers still going to be right there together. Riley holding on to the number 2 spot. Herrick right there behind him in the 3. Down the front stretch they go. Last time by the line of 14-9 for Riley at 14-6 for Herrick. Oh, Herrick goes to the inside. Oh, trouble for Riley. Mason Herrick now up into the number 2 spot. Brent Riley dropping to the 3 spot. Nick Gibson right now trying to put a lap up on third. Owen Vanderbeek in the 4. Rico Karstens in the 5. Dalton Conrad in the 6. Oh, Brent Riley catching the pole. 2 minutes to go, drivers. 2 minutes left to go. Nick Gibson out front leading the way. The team associated JConcepts driver on the backside. Into the double-double section he goes. Mason Herrick in that number 2 spot. Here comes Herrick down the front stretch in the red, white, and black. Brent Riley in the number 3 spot. Owen Vanderbeek in that 4 spot. Vanderbeek closing the gap up just a bit that last time by on Riley. That may be a battle for third and fourth before the end of this one. Minute 30 to go, drivers. Little mistake there for your race leader. Fast lap on the track right now is a 13-4 for Nick Gibson. The next fastest lap on the track is a 14-0. So Gibson, a burner on lap number 4. Minute 10 left to go, drivers. A minute 10 left to go. Gibson, Herrick, Vanderbeek, Riley, Karstens, and Conrad. Your running order here in heat number 1, round 1 of invite. Oh, trouble for your race leader. Good save for him right there. He's back on the track. Mason Herrick going to be 12 seconds back from him in that number 2 spot. $40 seconds to go. 40 seconds to go. Trouble there for Mason Herrick in the number 2 spot. Vanderbeek has worked his way up into the 3 spot now. Owen Vanderbeek in the purple and yellow. Brent Riley in the number 4 spot. Karstens and Conrad, your running order. 25 seconds to go. Oh, trouble for Herrick. Nick Gibson now with a lap on the entire field. Watch into the front straight. Clear. 10 seconds to go. Brent Riley, Owen Vanderbeek back and forth. They go for that 3 and 4 spot. Riley back up into third now. That is time. You'll be done when you cross the line. You'll be done when you cross.
Dalton Conrad.
Rico Karstens, you're done. Dalton Conrad, you're done. Brent Riley, you are done. Owen Vanderbeek, you're done. And that's going to do it. Nick Gibson taking that one. Mason Herrick second. Brent Riley third. Owen Vanderbeek, Rico Karstens, and Dalton Conrad rounding out your field here in this one. Heat number 2 for our invite coming up next. All right, everybody getting checked in here in this one. Get our drivers from that last one back out there to turn marshal. This is our second heat, round 1 of invite. Mod 2-wheel drive.
1 minute to the start of the
Nick
race.
Gibson, Mason Herrick, and Brent Riley starting out with a 1-2-3 for round 1. All right, drivers, let's go ahead and close the straightaway down. The straightaway's closed. It's going to be Alex Vanderbeek starting in the number 1 spot. Hagen Stevenson in that 2 spot. Stevie Slover in the 3 spot. Shane Alberico in the 4. Andrew Thomas in the 5. And Jake Stolzing starting in the number 6 spot. Looks like we got all of our drivers from the last one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Out there to turn marshal. All right, we are lined up, ready to go here. Marshal's ready. Drivers, clean start at the tone. Off and underway here in this one. Good, trouble there after the back triple. Alex Vanderbeek going to leading the way here in this one. The yellow, white, and blue, the team associated driver down the front. Oh, trouble for Vanderbeek at the end of the front stretch. He's already trying to stretch out a little bit of a lead here in this one. Hagen Stevenson in the number 2 spot. Andrew Thomas up into the number 3 spot. Alberico, Stolzing, and Slover. You're running order early on. Trouble in the bowl turn. Your race leader on the right-hand side trying to stretch it out a bit here in this one. Thomas the number 2. Alberico in the 3. Andrew Thomas and Shane Alberico, no strangers to racing with one another as they come back into the infield section here. Andrew Thomas in the X-ray machine. Watch front straightaway, watch front straightaway, watch front straight. Clear. Thomas in the pink and yellow. Alberico in the blue and yellow TLR. Here they come back around. 4 minutes left to go in this one. Vanderbeek out front. Thomas in the number 2 spot. Jake Stolzing from 6th on the grid, driving the HB buggy in the number 3 spot now. The orange and blue, yellow wheels on the backside. Alberico in the 4 spot. Stevie Slover in the 5 spot. Hagen Stevenson in that number 6 spot. 3:40 to go, drivers. 3:40 left to go. Alex Vanderbeek, fast lap of the race, a 13:4 as well. So we've seen Gibson and Vanderbeek now, both the only 2 drivers to dip down in the 13-second lap range so far here in round 1. Vanderbeek on the right-hand side, up through the step-up section he goes, dropping down into the back triple. Andrew Thomas, 6.2 seconds back in the number 2 spot. Thomas on the right-hand side. He's got Jake Stolzing closing the gap up on him. And there, Stolzing catches the pipe. Alberico goes by now. Alberico up into the 3 spot. Stolzing drops. Stolzing end over end on the triple. 2 minutes down, 3 to go. 2 down, 3 to go. Looks like trouble there for Andrew Thomas. 2:15 down, 2:45 to go. Thomas back up and running here in this one, back in the number 5 spot. It's Alex Vanderbeek out front leading the way. Shane Alberico 13 seconds back from him. So Vanderbeek right now with a lap on the field with 2:30 down, 2:30 to go. Vanderbeek down the front stretch onto the right-hand side, your race leader. A 13:3 On lap 7, a new fast lap we've seen so far here in the invite, dipping down to a 13.375. Shane Alberico in the number 2 spot still. Jake Stolzing up into the 3 spot. Slover, Thomas, and Stevenson. Alberico, the TLR driver, through the double section into the bowl turn he goes, coming out of it now. Alberico going to be 1.7 seconds ahead of Jake Stolzing. Stolzing onto the right side, the orange and blue HP Racing buggy. Onto the back triple he goes. Alberico to the double section. That's going to be our closest battle right now between those two drivers. 1.8 seconds for second and third. Minute 40 to go. Oh, trouble for Stolzing in the bowl turn. 1:30 to go, drivers. 1:30 to go. It's still Vanderbeek, Alberico, Stolzing, Slover, Thomas, and Stevenson. Minute 10 to go, minute 10 to go. Vanderbeek, Alberico, Stolzing, Slover, Thomas, and Stevenson. Alex Vanderbeek is checked out here in this one with a 21-second lead. A fast lap of a 13.375. Shane Alberico in the number 2 spot. Jake Stolzing. Stolzing last time by just turned his fast lap of the race, a 14.6. Trying to close that gap back up on Alberico with only 40 seconds to go. Andrew Thomas trying to put the pressure now on Stevie Slover. That's going to be the battle for 4th and 5th. Over the back triple they go. Slover, the yellow, green, and black. Thomas right there behind him in the pink and yellow. That's a battle through the bowl turn. Thomas to the inside. Oh, Slover tumbles. 20 seconds to go. Vanderbeek making his way around here on a 22-lap pace. Down the front stretch goes your race leader. 5 seconds to go.
Jake Stolzing.
That'll be time. You are done when you cross. Jake Stolzing, you are done.
Stevenson done.
And
Alex Vanderbeek done.
One to finish here, one to finish. That's a race. Alex Vanderbeek going to take that one. Shane Alberico second. Jake Stolzing third. Andrew Thomas, Stevie Slover, and Hagen Stevenson rounding out your field here in this one. We'll get all those drivers back out to turn marshal for our final heat of invite round number 1. All right, we'll get all those drivers back out to turn marshal, get everybody checked in here. Coming up in this one, our final heat for round 1 of the invite, Joe Duffy, David Alberico, James Nelson, Mitchell Gardner, Mac Vanderbeek, and Noah Hicklin. Everybody's getting all checked in here in this one. All right. Straightaways closed, guys. Straightaways closed. Straightaways closed. Let's go ahead and line them up here. It is going to be Joe Duffy starting on the number 1 spot. David Alberico starting second. James Nelson starting third. Mitchell Gardner starting fourth. Mac Vanderbeek starting fifth. And Noah Hicklin starting in the number 6 spot. Our final heat here for round 1 of our two-wheel drive mod invite. Looks like we got them all lined up here. Duffy, Alberico, Nelson, Gardner, Vanderbeek, and Hicklin. All right, Marshall's ready. Drivers, good luck at the tone. Off and underway. Looks like a good start here for these drivers. Duffy going to be out front, leading us out. Oh, trouble there for Alberico, the number 2 spot early on. Good turn marshal there. It's going to be Noah Hicklin up in the number 2 spot. Mitchell Gardner up into the 3 spot. Mac Vanderbeek in the 4, Alberico in the 5. James Nelson in the number 6 spot. A lot of racing left to go. Joe Duffy, Fast Lane's very own, leading us out, followed by Fast Lane's very own as well, Noah Hicklin. So Fast Lane sitting 1 and 2 here in this one early on. Mitchell Gardner in the 3 spot. Here they come back. Oh, trouble there for Duffy. That's going to drop Duffy back in the number 4 spot. Noah Hicklin now. Hicklin taking over the 1 spot. The team associated driver, he's got Mitchell Gardner behind him in the 2 spot. Alberico in the 3 spot. Duffy comes up a bit short. Good save for him on the triple. Here comes your race leader down the front stretch. He's got Gardner chasing him down now on the right side. That's going to be battle first and second. Noah Hicklin in the blue and pink. Gardner in the white, orange, and blue. David Alberico not far back from him right now in the number 3 spot. Oh, tumbles there. Duffy dives to the inside. Mitchell Gardner starting to put the pressure on. Battle for the lead over the back triple section now. 125 down, 335 to go. Into the bowl they go, coming back out of the bowl. Back around here for lap number 6. That time by a 14-1 and a 14-1. Oh, a little mistake for both drivers. Mitchell Gardner going to go on by. Gardner now leads the way. Noah Hicklin drops to the number 3 spot. Joe Duffy back up to the 2 spot. Here comes Alberico. Mitchell Gardner. Onto the backside he goes. Through the double-double section, trying to stretch out his lead just a bit through the bowl turn. Joe Duffy, the number 2 spot, 2.4 seconds back. Noah Hicklin, the 3 spot. Alberico, Vanderbeek, and Nelson. Oh, trouble for Mitchell Gardner. Gardner lands back on his wheels. Here comes Joe Duffy. Duffy in the 2 spot. Trouble there for Alberico. Back around to the front side here onto the right side. Gardner less than a straightaway length apart right now of Duffy. Hicklin going to be right there behind him in the 3 spot. Back through the double-double section into the bowl turn they go. Last time by the line. Fast lap of the race. Noah Hicklin a 14.086 on lap number 2. Oh, trouble there for Mitchell Gardner. Oh, trouble for Duffy now. Hicklin goes by. Noah Hicklin up in the number 2 spot. That's going to allow Mitchell Gardner a little bit of breathing room once again here in this one. Back around to the front side they go, onto the right side of the track. Mitchell Gardner, the white, orange, and blue. Noah Hicklin in the blue and pink over the back triple section into the double-double now. Joe Duffy right there behind him in the 3 spot, the blue and green. 2 minutes to go, 2 minutes to go. Oh, trouble for Hicklin, the end of the triple. Duffy goes up to the number 2 spot now. Hicklin drops to 3rd. Minute 45 to go. Mitchell Gardner out to a 3.5 second lead now with a minute 40. Ooh, Gardner bumping the back wall. Duffy trying to close that gap up on him. Hicklin right there. Here comes Alberico and Vanderbeek back in the mix as well. Nelson not far back from them. Minute 30 to go. Last time by the line, Duffy has closed the gap up to 2.7 seconds. 1:15 to go now. Gardner that time by with a 14.7. Joe Duffy with a 14.5. Noah Hicklin that time by with a 14.5 as well. Minute 5 to go, minute 5 to go.
One minute left.
55 seconds to go, drivers. 55 seconds to go. Here comes your race leader, Mitchell Gardner. Down the front stretch. Oh, trouble for Duffy now. Duffy's on the infield. Noah Hicklin going to go up in the number 2 spot. Duffy in the 3 spot. There goes Alberico. Second, third, and fourth. All going to be right there together onto the backside. 35 seconds to go. Back through the double-double section they go. Hicklin leading this battle right now. Mitchell Gardner trying to check out in this one. 25 seconds to go. Up and over the back triple. Who's going to lock in the 2, 3, and 4 spots into the bowl turn? Coming out of the bowl now. No, trouble for Duffy. Alberico jumps up to third now. Alberico in the red and yellow. He's got Duffy right there behind him. Hicklin just ahead of him. 10 seconds to go. They may get one more lap after this one. 5 seconds. It's trouble for Alberico. It's going to be close. That is time. UBW cross. Noah Hicklin, you are done. Duffy, you're done. Alberico, you're done. Coming around for the win, Mitchell Gardner, you are done. What a race right there. Everybody is now done. Mitchell Gardner takes it. Hicklin second, Duffy third, Alberico, Vanderbeek, and Nelson.
The race is completed.
All right, let's see. It's 10. 10 after 10, 10 after